Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome. Click the link in the description. Hello, Ben.
Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome. Click the link.
Okay. Let's see what I've got here. Gallery. Let's do speaker. All right. Okay. Expand. Deep breath. And again. Last one. Right. Let's bow in. Show my knee. There. Right. ありがとうございました。お願いします。Fried. Right. Towards the toes. Right. To the side. Other side. Leaning back into the side. And other side. Towards the toes. 5 feet wide. Toes. Other side. And down the center. And behind. Other side. Down the center. Feet together. Draw your center to the feet. Open the rib cage. And turn. Other side. Turn the ankle. Other way. toes. Other way. And stretch them out. And open them up. And massage. Right, pound it out. Shake it out. Other foot. Ankle. Other way. Alternate. Bend the toes. Other way. Stretch them out. And open them up. Massage. Pound it out. Shake it out. Right, on your stomach. Rise up. To the side. Other side. Back and forth. Right, and child's pose. Drop a shoulder. Other shoulder. Drop a shoulder, roll the arm. Other side. Onto the toes. Right, circle the knees. Other way. And alternate. Bend them. Right, touch the toes. And bend them again. Touch the toes. And toes out, knees out, bend them. Yes. Up again. And legs wide. Other side. And drop a shoulder. Alternate. And all the way down. Other side. Again. And again. Right, and bend both and stay on the center line. Drop a shoulder. Other shoulder. Alternate. Drop the hips as far as they'll go. Then stretch the knees outward. Powerful, powerful stretch. Okay, draw it up. Again. Then again. Circles with the head. Other way. side to side, and nodding side to side. Then hands overhead, this way, forward, and stretch to the outside. Make sure you continue stretching upward with the hands. Other side. And again. This one. Feet straight. Feet the toes. Heels rather. And let's roll the shoulders. And wrists. Other hand. Then bring it up. Other hand. And down. And other hand. And Sankyo. Other hand. And this one. Other hand. Switch again. And switch again. Shake out and shake the shoulders when you throw the hands down. Really let the shoulders be loose. Here we go. Okay, left leg, left foot forward. Shoulders up, back, down. Leading with this point here, not this point. A ho, 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 a ho. Right foot forward. Shoulders up, back, down. Here we go. A ho, 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 a ho. I expand all directions. Up, down, side to side, forward, back. Again. Last one. Hey, all right. Let's start right off tonight empty-handed with Tenchinage. Okay, and we'll do A, B. Oh, we can do C also, come to think of it. So, shoulders up, back, down, right foot forward. That means the right hand is going to be the hand going up. All right. So we step forward, right hand comes up, left hand comes down. Chest stays open, beautiful. Yes. And then we step through. Check everything. Check your front foot. That's one line that I always have to check these days. Okay. 65 with the back foot and straight with the front foot. Okay. Come to think of it, when we do Shihonage, we get to here and then we turn around and throw, don't we? So there's one extra step when we do Shihonage. But anyway, A on the other side, step, turn. And just a reminder, keep in mind that we're stretching up as the hands go down, especially. Back to the right foot forward. Hand goes down. Make a concerted effort to stretch up. Nice. Yes. Just continue for a little bit. Yes. 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 Watch a couple more viewers. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, from the angle, I'm not sure if it's if you're doing it or not, so I'll go over it just in case. As we let this go up, exactly. Yeah, it traces the center line and then veers off. And when somebody's moving and angled, it's hard for me to tell whether that's what's going on or not. But that was beautiful. There you go. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now that you've been doing these on Zoom for quite some time, and you've done the towel thing and all of that, remember how we did the towel, moving the towel by turning our insides and even just tightening and loosening the insides. So now imagine if your elbow was stuck to your ribs, and you can even do it literally, but after a while you want to come back to a little bit more natural. But at first, if you want to try sticking your elbow against your ribs and beginning that upward spiral by begin the upward spiral again up the center line, but as if your belly or your ribs are pushing your elbow up to initiate the upward movement. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Careful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good correction. Yes. Yeah. Keep policing yourself. Now that I've mentioned that, it's easy to go too far out here. So you made a nice correction there earlier on that. Yeah, yeah. This side looks really nice. Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. Couple more. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. One more. Yes. Good. Okay. Then the next thing, especially when this starts going up, see if you can put even more spring into your legs and hips. And then step through. Just that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Here. Yeah. Wow. Be careful though, because this is going to want to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Whoa. Oh, nice.
Yeah, let it go more and more natural now as far as your core and your knees and everything. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was a good beginning. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-huh. Wow. Beautiful. Night and day. Really beautiful. Okay, let's go on to B. And so again, the one that's forward is the one that's going up. Since we're going to do Tenkan, this forward foot, which is straight, as soon as we start to move and take that step, it's going to need to really turn so that we can do Tenkan. And then a step back, and then the throw, if you remember. I'm sure you remember. We just did it Tuesday with a different technique. Yeah. So forward. Same thing. Be careful because arms like to come out here. So we just want them to go up there. Wow, very nice. And then remember about the low hand too. Don't neglect the low hand. Excellent. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Then one more thing, Ben. Now this is gonna, I'm not sure if this is going to transmit so well over Zoom, but let's see. So I go forward here, here, and then I bring this front foot back, just like you've been doing, okay? But if I come here and kind of come up at the end of this step, if I let my center rise a little bit, then I feel the need to throw. But if my partner's moving around here, they have some momentum, and I take this back kind of dramatically, and I stay low, then I'll create a bigger vacuum. And there's a chance that I won't even need to come forward again to throw. There's a chance that their feet will be drawn up here, and they'll fall back there, okay? From here to get here, and they go there oftentimes. Yeah. So the point is, try to stay low after you've changed that foot. Try to stay low so that they can go there. Yep, yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then you can add to it. I found a better way to articulate. I think I said something about dramatic. Let me articulate better. Here, here, and then when you go to bring this back, bend this other knee a lot. Yeah. Which will make it more dramatic. But I was thinking, what is it that makes it more dramatic? Yeah. So I go here, I turn, and then to take this step back, I don't just take it back. I'm sorry. Yeah. to take this back, I bend this other one like crazy. Yeah. And it makes it a bigger, it covers more ground, which, yeah, there you go. So imagine if somebody was hanging onto your wrists and you've got long legs and long arms, and they would have traveled quite a distance there. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's that support leg that you want to really allow some bounce to. This one. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Veering off. Whoa. Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to do C. So step, turn, but leave the feet there. Continue turning, and if you like, you can sink back once again to draw them this way. Leave them there. Keep turning. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Mm-hmm. Other side. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Wow. Really looking good. Yes. Oops, I did B. Uh-huh. Yeah. Don't let the chest collapse, by the way. Keep the chest expanded as you do these things. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. I think you can let this I think you can let this follow your center line more. On one side or the other, you're coming out too soon. Think about this going up the center line to about chin level before it starts to veer off. And when you're turning, it's really it's even more interesting. When you're turning, you can bring yourself down to it in a way. Like it keeps it going up, but you're going lower. So yeah, traces the center line up to at least the chin. There it is. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's one side, that might be the side. There's one side that it's either your camera or it's you that likes to go out here more. The other side is looking a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Nice. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to try to change themes a little bit, but I think there's a common thread. And this is a little bit advanced, and I think we've only tried this on Zoom once or twice. I don't know if you were in the class or not. But anyway, there's Ushiro. Ushiro waza, so it looks like you're familiar with it. The person, well, the end result is the person's behind you, and they're holding onto your wrists like this. Yeah. They're standing here. They've got each of your wrists in their hand. And where it comes from is, like so many of these wrist grabs in Aikido, we try to keep the swordsman from drawing their sword. Okay, so, you know, when people say Aikido is not a realistic martial art because it doesn't have realistic attacks, they are realistic. It's just that we're in the wrong year. So, but anyway, so a lot of people nowadays stand there like this, and then the person runs up, grabs their wrist, runs around behind them, grabs their other wrist, which makes it look even less realistic. Because if you're standing here like this, the face is open. Usually somebody would punch you. So then a little bit more savvy person has their hand like this. Okay, a little bit better. But really, the more classical way of doing this is, let me use the camera as my uke. If I throw my hand up in this way towards the camera, if the camera were your face, then there would be a reaction from you. Yeah, you would block it. And as long as you're blocking, if you make that contact, then you might grab it. Okay. So I'm throwing my right hand up, and I can position myself. If I throw my right hand up like this or like this, then you might grab it with your left and punch me with your right. Open this up and. But if I throw this towards you this way, there's a good chance you'll try to pin it down and go back this way. Yeah. And there's less possibility of kicks for you if you go back that way too. So there's a possibility. You put it down here, go around there. So that's what we're going to work with. We're going to work with that scenario. And so let me come back to that then. So uke blocks, grabs, pins it down so you can't draw your sword, comes around behind, grabs the other one. Okay. And let's, so this is actually a pretty advanced concept of as far as how to elicit that attack. So I've done demonstrations where the place is really noisy. My partner can't hear me. Out of habit, I verbally request the technique, but sometimes I'm nervous, so I speak really quietly. Plus, it's noisy anyway, but still, it comes out of me. They don't hear it, but if I go like this, they know what makes sense. And then if they've trained with me for years, then it's even more. It's muscle memory as well. So anyway, and then if we go like this, there's a good chance that somebody's going to grab both wrists. So we can elicit attacks. Good chance that we can elicit the attack we want. But if I have no, what's the word? If I have no unity within my body, if I'm just sort of isolating my arm, it doesn't really do too much to people. So like any sport, if the batter comes up to the home plate and they go like this, just try to do it all with their arms. If they're lucky enough to hit, they're not going to get good results anyway. And also the pitcher can see like, this guy, okay. He knows right away, yeah. So same thing, instead of just putting your arm up, let's try this movement. And it's the same side foot, and it's almost like Tenshinage. Yes. So we let it come up here, and we give our irimi body, and then there's a good chance they'll come around. So let's kind of just practice that. Let's work on both sides. Here, imagine a partner here, an attacker, and imagine throwing this to the side of their face or body. Not right to their face, just slightly to the side. That elicits this attack. Then the rest of the techniques will make more sense too. Here. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling as you offer that. You offer or elicit. Nice. Yep. Everything loose. Yep. And less from the shoulder, more and more from the core. Yeah. 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 Okay, looks nice, looks nice. Then we're going to imagine that, as I said before, that they block, grab, and pin. They're going to block, grab, and pin into my center. They don't want to pin it here. They want to pin into the center because as long as they're pinning, they want to control the person. So the sophisticated attacker, I'm going to push it into here. So we'll let it go that far, then we'll take the next step after that. But for now, here, then imagine the contact with the block and the pin. And you can settle if you want. Keep the crown reaching forward, upward. Here, contact, pin. Done well. This is a really, this attack, man, when somebody comes around behind you and boom, locks in. This is nothing you can do sometimes. Well, I'm usually a lot smaller than people. Okay, then, it's looking really nice. Then, let's let this come into our center, but we're gonna move with the other foot a little bit out here. So here, how do I say, we empty our shoulder, so to speak, kind of keep it as loose as possible. And we're going this way, right? This is where I'm going. If nobody disturbs me, I'm going here. But now there's some disturbance. So I can step off the line a little bit. For the attacker, when they block, they grab, and they come down here to go across my back, right, behind me, but suddenly I'm over here. So there's a pocket that opens up. This is kind of challenging on Zoom. Let's try this. Okay, so here's Nage. I'm the attacker. I block, I grab and pin, and now my next move, this arm is free, this person's arm is free. So if I'm savvy, if I'm experienced, I'm not just gonna come in here because then this elbow might come here. Instead, I'm gonna come here, make contact, take this along the back, come to the back of their arm, go right down their arm to their other wrist, and then I've got both wrists. So that's how the sophisticated attacker attacks, only not with fuzzy pillows. So they're trying to come in close to you and take this hand down your back to protect themselves, and then close that gap. So you give them the hand, and as if to give them confidence even here, but then you just let everything go super loose and you keep going. So like I said, there's a big pocket now back here where they were expecting for me to be. Yes, and then back to your line. So here's what it looks like when it's fluid. They're coming this way from over there. I'm not working with them coming straight here for these purposes. I'm working with somebody coming this way. So I let them have this, and then I go like this. Or coming from this way, I let them have this, and then here. And you can even make it turn late, but we'll do that later. Yeah. And let me see if I can do it for somebody coming directly from the camera. Then I would, first of all, I would offer it like this to elicit them going this way instead of this way. Yes, so I elicit here, and then I go over here. So yeah, I just don't quite have the room to do it properly. Let me see if I can do it this way without running into the TV. So they're coming here, I elicit this way. Then, yeah, I don't quite have room to do it properly. So you can, and you're probably in the same situation as me. Yeah, there you go. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Keep the chest way open. And when this goes towards them, just like when you did Tenchinage, we don't want to have this arm being stiff. Nobody reacts to this coming towards them, like the pitcher with the batter who's stiff. But that batter looks like a spring that's ready to uncoil. Pitcher knows to be on his toes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So keep this arm loose. Here. Just off the line for a moment, and then you keep going. They're coming here. Give them this, and then they keep going. And they're coming here, here. So most people, when the attacker grabs this and pushes it down into their center, most people freeze then and try to fight it, and they tighten up here. And then you're done. So instead, you allow them to go, or sorry, actually most people try to stop it here. There's a struggle, and then this person, this is very, they're in a very strong position. This is pretty weak muscle trying to move out this way. So eventually, this gets pushed down anyway. So let them have that. Let it just go before there's any question, any struggle. And move, yeah, and move. And then there's no support. They can't find support. They can't find a fight. Like somebody who likes to argue and they're just hoping that you'll get angry about something. Yeah. So you just let it come in. Yeah. A few more of them. Keep the crown of the head stretching upward through the whole process. Yeah, and then more flowing. You can still do the same movement, but not. Yeah. Make it more ebb and flow kind of thing with your arm. Yeah. All right, now we'll take it into the next thing. I think for Zoom, the easiest technique to visualize will be Kokyu Nage Ge. So we'll offer this, or we sort of threaten, we elicit. Then they come in, they come around, they grab my other wrist, but they can't get a really solid grip on it if I'm still moving forward. And then I bring this up forward, and I step with the leg that they are on the side of. Yeah. So I don't step with this one. If they're over here, I step with this one, the inside leg. So up and now down. Okay. Okay. Other one. Now they're around on this side. Just remember that they're making a horseshoe around behind you, coming out the other side. So they're over here. I let them. Now they come over here. So they do succeed in getting both wrists, but they never get a real solid, they never get to root themselves if we move through this and stay loose. Everything that we've been working on, of course, applies as far as like extending the crown of the head up, especially when the hands are coming down, and the front foot being straight rather than tightrope kind of thing. So we want to maintain all of that. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah. Be careful not to drop the eyes too much, unless you like checking your foot or something. But eyes, you know, I always simplify it when I teach, especially beginners. I just say eyes at eye level. Sounds nice, easy to remember and all of that. Really though, Nimata Sensei is telling us to drop the eyes. He says, drop the eyes, you guys. And I have to translate it to my students. I'm like, But then when he gets specific, he says, drop the eyes to about jaw level of your partner. Jaw level, he's saying. It's incredible, you know, because most of us are doing either this or then we remember and we do this. He's getting so specific between like, no, not the eyes, the jaw. So, so keep that in mind. Keep moving if you like. Go when you're ready. Nice. Yeah, good correction. Continue. I'm going to watch you for a little bit. Yeah. Nice. Okay, then one tweak. Let's tweak that a little bit. We don't want to zigzag. We don't want to change direction with our center. Our foot goes off to the side so that we can come back to our path. So I'll show the whole thing. So somebody's coming from here. I offer it. As they try to pin, I come out a little bit, and then I come back onto here. Because for me to go, anyway, then the momentum brings them around. There they are. I throw them. I'll show the other side. Yeah. I elicit. Let it come in. And then I come back around. They've gone around me over here. Okay. So, Yes. Yes. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 yes. Good, good, good. Okay, now how to do this throw with the downward hand. So big mistake that people make is they don't move enough, they don't bend their knees enough. So a couple things that happen is, let me show it this way, here, here, here. So two things that generally happen. One, they try to do it just with their arms. And if you try to do it just with your arms, then your partner will probably stay right here and then lock you up again. So it has to be with the leg as well. Zoom is difficult. We're in small rooms, et cetera, et cetera. But if you've got the space, this foot has to go way forward. And then the other thing is that oftentimes, even if people do the footwork properly, they just let their hands go straight down as if they're, pushing something down. But we want the hands to come out and turn, rotate, and then go forward through the fingertips. Nimata Sensei has been talking about ki a lot. So intention, ki, focus, as if you could really extend your fingertips. Think about if you could telescope these fingers. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So we want to, almost like swimming too, actually. Swimming, what is this? The crawl. Yeah. So that feeling, although I guess it's more like butterfly, isn't it? Here, here. And it turns like that, thumbs down, and making an arc with the hands rather than just pushing something down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here. Yeah. It's really a lot like butterfly. Yes, nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, now let's add one more thing. Elicit, come back here. And as I step through, as they're coming around here, and I step through to lift these arms and take my big step, that really, really can feel like that upward hand in Tenshinage. Here, we trace up the center line and veer off. Yes, and then butterfly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Step forward, it comes up from our center and out. So two things that you can draw parallels to here. When we did Tenshinage and we brought it up our center line to veer off at about jaw or nose level. And then the other thing, when we do Shinkokyu, we come from here. If you look at it from the side, when I say expand, you can see, especially the high level teachers, sometimes their stomach actually goes forward. And then the hands come together, as you know, and the hands end up doing that. But sometimes when we're doing techniques, we can cross them over in the middle of our techniques. So here, right? Yes, yes, it's beautiful. Here, here. Because oftentimes they get crossed over actually when somebody strong grabs your wrist. And then they're coming around. Yep. Just like deep breathing. Sorry, I took my other hand down. Both hands up. Yeah. Yeah. Really, really nice. Let the thumbs be heavy on the way down. Thumbs lead the way. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Better. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. One or two more. Yes. Yes. That's the one. Yes. Very nice. All right. So let's warm down a little bit. Shinkoku, stretch up, stretch down. If your heels come off the floor because of stretching down through the balls of your feet, that's fine. Stretch side to side. And think of your torso expanding front to back as well. So all directions. Again. Right, let's sit. This time going up. Last one. Right, let's bow out. Shomani. Right. Arigatou gozaimashita. All right, feel free to unmute. And Ben, I apologize. I remember Chris's answer when I asked about his experience on Saturday in the breakout rooms. I remember Cliff. I have the feeling that I asked you also how you liked that whole thing about the breakout rooms and everything.
Oh yeah, I actually I don't recall, but yeah, I thought it was very interesting, and I thought it was pretty helpful actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe I did ask you.
Maybe. Yeah. I just don't have a good memory. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I think it was very especially once we did the second round of it, I felt a lot better about it, because the first round I was still a little like there's some sinking, and I was like, oh, not quite sure about the technique, but the second technique I felt a lot better about. So it was a lot easier to practice with the other person, and yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Nice, nice. Good to know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten nothing but positive responses about that. Ellis also really liked it. I talked with him, Chris, Cliff. and now you. And then I tried doing some of that with the kids today, just before this class, and they really responded well to it. They really liked it.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah. I guess the only well, if it's a small class, then it's probably not a big issue. But I would assume, yeah, for if you had like a bigger class, you'd really need someone to like manage that while you're
Yeah.
teaching. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise it seems very helpful.
Yeah. Nice. Good to hear. Yeah. You know, that day we had over 50 people, and Alex did that completely. I was like, whoa, what's he doing? Oh my gosh, cool. So yeah,
Yeah, he seemed very on top of it.
yeah, he did. So, all right. Any questions or comments tonight's class or anything else? Or
No, it felt good. I liked it.
great.
Always good to be back.
Cool. Yeah, it transmitted better than I expected, actually. Doing that one. So I think for a while, kind of had to rely on, Numata Sensei's got such a clear structure of classes, structure of how to do Zoom, and so that's really good to have that. But then I reminded myself the other day, well, hey, he's got the sword and Joe, like he's got the market cornered for that. Like, you can branch out and do something different too. So nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, all right. There's one more thing. I'm doing this thing with the kids on Saturday, 10 to 11:30. Open the Zoom at 9:30. Chris, just before your class, I had asked Chris if he wanted to be the Zoom pilot. And and he's not available. So I was like, until this very moment, actually, I was like, okay, I'll do it, and I can probably do just fine. But anyway, if you wanted to learn, if you wanted to be there, if you wanted to join it for the purpose of maybe helping out as Zoom co-pilot that day, or learning enough that you could be the Zoom pilot at a future one, but maybe you already have the skills to do it. But anyway, if you have any interest in that, I could send you the info and you could join us. You would also see how we're teaching kids on Zoom.
Yeah. So by Zoom pilot, do you mean like what Alex was doing in the in that meeting? Yeah, I could certainly yeah, I think I definitely know enough about Zoom to know how to create breakout rooms and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't mind having the learning opportunity for sure to see how he does it, or if it sounds like he might not be there, but
right. I haven't heard back from him at all. And I did hear back from Chris, and Chris said he's not going to be there. I think that Alex helps out his dojo, his sensei's dojo, on Saturday mornings. So I'm not expecting him to say, yes, I'll be there. So, and if you've got other plans or something, other obligations, it's no problem. I've got enough tricks up my sleeve these days that I'll figure out something that'll still work okay. But yeah, if you have interest in it, it would be better. It would give a better experience to the kids. If not this time, next time when you're even that much more familiar with the way I teach and the way I teach kids and all that. So shall I send you a link, or do you want to get back to me? Let me know.
Yeah, at least send me a link. I'm pretty sure I should be free that weekend, especially in the morning. So yeah, I will more than likely be able to do it, but I'll just double check my schedule and let you know if I can't. But yeah, that sounds really cool.
Okay. I would, and it's this Saturday, by the way, then.
Yes.
And I like to open the Zoom at about 9:30. to just to make sure that the other instructor has the right link and all of that. But then also like to give away the co-host position, to make a co-host, and just go. There's always something that comes up last minute, like, oh, Ben, let's do it like this, and so okay, very
Really?
cool. So you could figure on like 9:30 to like 11:45, 11:35, something like
Sure.
that. Take up that much of your day. So,
Cool.
wow.
Yeah, like I said, I think that should work out well for me. But yeah, I'll just double check.
Okay. So yeah, let me know. Can you let me know one way or another? Just send me a text tonight, or
Totally.
tomorrow morning or something.
Yeah, I'll just check it right after class and shoot you a text afterwards.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thanks so much. Always a pleasure training together. So have a
Thank
nice
you.
evening.